When Xiaomi entered in ultra-budget market with their Redmi 4A model, they basically washed floors with competition in every possible way. This is Xiaomi Redmi 5A, and it is basically renamed Redmi 4A with out-of-the-box Android 7 and MIUI 9. From my point of view, Xiaomi will keep rocking in ultra-budget segment, but before we continue, please subscribe and in that way support Redmi Tech. Thank you. Unit in review is 2GB RAM version with 16GB of storage, which is expandable. You also have option to pick 3GB RAM version with 32GB of storage. Also, if you are a newcomer and you are impressed with skinny 2GB of RAM, stay tuned. This little body has a lot to offer for 19 bucks or less. Redmi 5A has all acceptable compromises, but none of those which can make you turn your head from it. Starting with build quality, full plastic made, but done well, sturdy on pressure and pleasant in hand. With its small footprint in hand, it feels excellent. Its compactness and pretty decent screen-to-body ratio are appealing for the eye. Screen is 5 inches 720p. Best thing of all is fact that screen is excellent. Yes, really good viewing angles, bright with excellent colors. I'm more than satisfied, and with a good reason. It is worth noting that Xiaomi didn't skip infrared blaster. This is always a nice touch. Portable remote which is always with you. Internals are, well, mediocre at best. Don't expect ultra fast performance, but neither bad. Also, Redmi 5A with its 2GB of RAM and in general heavy MIUI customization performs quite as snappy. Snapdragon 425 isn't speed recorder, but 5A managed to satisfy my needs. Going through menus feels fine with relatively fast application loading speeds. And yes, MIUI is RAM hungry, but in return it offers a lot of functionality and customizability, which is fair trade by my opinion. Although multitasking isn't fastest, it works surprisingly good considering quantity of RAM. Still keep in mind that this will heavily depend on type of app you plan to use. In my testing I was using my typical pick of applications and everything was good enough. Telephony works excellent, loud and clear sound in both ways. Loudspeaker is above average in terms of loudness, but nothing spectacular from it with quality. Decent at best. 5A has 3.5mm output and guess what? Output from it is impressive. Loud and crisp. Impressive for this price, I really love it. Gaming isn't something to be main objective of Redmi 5A, but games which are less demanding run fluently, and even those more intensive games can be played with graphic details lowered down. You will probably expect awful camera for this price, especially when everything other is pretty good. If you think that, then you are wrong. Redmi 5A is capable of snapping respectfully good pictures, again for the price it cost. Backshooter offers, for me personally, astonishing performance in this segment and for this price. I'm repeating myself, but let's be realistic. A lot more expensive China brand phones can beat this camera. Just don't force me to make comparison, so they can be ashamed of themselves. Accurate colors and white balance, solid low light performance. Personally, I'm more than satisfied. One capable camera. Photos speak for themselves. Videos are shot in 1080p and are usable, nothing special, but far away from bad. There is continuous autofocus and during low light, frame rate drop a lot. Front-facing camera doesn't fall back. It offers decent selfie photos. You won't look like zombie, quite on contrary. I like pictures from front camera. A Xiaomi Redmi 5A front-facing camera video test. You will say now, okay Redmi Tech, but something needs to be bad, this phone costs just 19 bucks, it is impossible to be this much good. What about battery? So when we wrap everything, Xiaomi Redmi 5A stands for a probably best budget purchase all around. It doesn't have true weakness, it is well-defined product. If Xiaomi managed to offer 3GB of RAM for this price, that would be, well, I don't know with what to compare, but that would be too much for 90 bucks. 5A already has excellent value for money, and price will go even lower during time. But no fear, if you are on budget and you are in doubt should you buy 5A or something other, just stop wasting your time and pick Xiaomi Redmi 5A. It is my friendly advice. Links where you can find Xiaomi Redmi 5A detailed specifications and pricing are down below in the description box. I would also like to hear from you what you think about Redmi 5A. And in the next video, see ya guys.